Ever had one of those childhood cartoons that you always loved to death to watch, but yet there's something creepy about it? Or, for example, if you watched the movie, for example, Pee-wee Herman's Big Adventure, that's, if I can recall the title of that, where he stumbles upon a trucker who goes by the name of Large Marge. So let's show you an example of something that may look a little creepy or extremely creepy from this. Let's start with this one.
From the twisted, burning wreck, it looked like this.
Yeah, that right there. So that just goes to show you that even within childhood movies, with cartoons, real life footage, even though not really real life, but like fictional footage, there will be something in that to creep you the fuck out. Now don't get me wrong here, let me just say this one more time. I have nothing negative to say about what I'm about to tell you, what kind of show that I'm trying to present to you. I just figured since the first time in approximately, you could say, about, I don't know, 15 or 16 years and such, I never really kind of put this little thought or kind of fear to the back of my mind so much. It's always been, within my thought process. And ever since I was a child, I was always afraid to go to sleep or get up to get a snack or something like that when I feel hungry or thirsty. And yeah, believe it or not, it's a childhood thing. It's a childhood cartoon that kind of does scare the hell out of me. Not to this day, but it's something I would like to show you. So, the example of what I'm going to show you is 3 different things followed by one particular physical aspect of a character from none other than the Scooby-Doo series. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Scooby-Doo series. Most likely from Season 1, that is, but it's only one episode that I had to explain. But in general, with the music, those are the 2 main things that kind of didn't let me sleep well. So it was mainly 3 things of the music and one particular villain. So, without further ado, let me show you these examples right now.
Oh boy.
There's a pair of shoes in here. And look what they're attached to.
Gonna do? We're going back to that violin case room and give it another going over.
So what you not only just saw, but also heard from those clips was the examples that I was talking about when it comes to that regards of the music that's in the background. Now, that type of music has always given me the very nervous, chilling sensation of fear for some reason. It always gives you that uncomfortable sense, or that uncomfortable, what's the correct word that I'm looking for? It always gives you that uncomfortable vibe. But yet, it works so good into a cartoon filled with suspense and mystery. And it fits well with some of even the villainous characters that you see. And speaking of villainous characters, another example of something that really kind of frightened me when I was a kid was an example of this villainous character, which I'm about to show you. But before I show it, I just want to explain that this character, like I said, is, the irony of it is he's one of my favorite villainous characters. I guess he does a very good job of creeping me the hell out. I guess that's just how he pertains to be one of the favorite ones, because he does a pretty good job at it. Particularly, it's the laugh that really does its job when it comes to this villainous character. Now, this villainous character happens to be a green, shadowy, like figure with a chain that's wrapped around his wrist that goes all the way down. But he's not just a green shadow figure. He's also a green phantom, as shown before. So let me just show you some clips as an example. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I was afraid of ever since when I was a little kid. Always afraid to go to sleep or get up at the middle of the night. Because, it's weird for some reason, because when you're a kid, there's certain things that can easily scare you. And sometimes, if you just, if you just focus your sound or your hearing on something, it can almost sound like the music is just playing, or you can hear that laughter of that sound. But I don't know, it's just something as a child that I always kind of had a nervousness for. I really don't know why, but it's really kind of stuck with me. It's just like, it's also that, like I said, it's that very it's uncomfortable. It's that uncomfortable feeling, but it sets the tone so perfectly for a cartoon. But yet, it could also, like in real life, it could really put you in a very nervous type of mood. Sometimes afraid to go down the stairs in the middle of the dark, because sometimes you feel like there's something watching you in the darkness or in the middle of the night. So it's that sort of thing that just really creeps me out and such. And so the villain that I just showed you was the pretty good example that I showed you of really what freaked me the hell out when I was a little kid. Apart from the music, ooh. Yeah, but this is something that I wanted to share with you because I wanted to at least... I've never really kind of talked about this before. I never really quite shared that sort of thing that I kind of had a very kind of fear for. And it's kind of the very first time that I'm ever talking about this in front of the audience. Especially from a cartoon. And don't get me wrong, I love the cartoon Scooby-Doo so much. I have nothing negative to say about it. Those are just the dark elements that I wanted to share with you of what really creeped me out as a kid. And the irony of it being that although it's creeped me the hell out as a kid, it's still fun to watch. It's still fun to listen to the music. And in some way, not in some way, in most ways, it's enjoyable to watch and listen. So anyways, that is the time that I have for today. For now, I'm going to try to enjoy the daylight now. So you guys have a very wonderful day. I'm ThrashMetalGuru. I am signing off.